Hello, everybody. Welcome to Praise August Friday. Bulk is out for, I guess, celebratory reasons. Who am I kidding? I don't fucking know. With me is Mr. Mad Duck, the Duck of Ducks. Uh-oh.
Some of you may be wondering why we're not on the Farm Sim server, and that is a valid question, but we're not going to discuss that because somebody, and we're not going to talk about who, tried to make subterranean farming a thing by crashing tractors into other tractors and then actually using the tractors to tilt them down to make them clip through the ground, which I thought was a very normal thing to do, and may have exploded some things. We're not going to dwell on like who broke what, because it was me, and instead we're going to have a nice, relaxing,
Oh, wait, what? You broke the server?
no, I bent the server at right angles. Don't worry about it. So, ladies and gentlemen of chat, this is, I think, a great time since several people are out. Zyke and I have discussed this. In fact, I think we planned this for what? Entire seconds?
Entire seconds.
Entire seconds. And here we are, because the Duck Pond game is always just a fun, relaxing time, and y'all can join us.
Yes, I will pin the code in a moment. Just had to finish off me milkshake. Which apparently had pits in it.
Ah, yes, the rare seeded milkshake.
Well, it's a cherry milkshake.
The deadly cherry milkshake.
Indeed. So the room code is pinned.
Oop.
I'm very loud. Okay. Hold on. That is fixable.
Well, are you loud or am I low?
Apparently I'm loud. No, I'm definitely loud. How about that?
Hippocampus Hamster says better.
Yep. And Samurai has just joined as
Welcome.
the firework duck. Appropriate. And
Is he allowed to be more clever than we are on our stream?
Shut up. Oh, hey, we have fire already. Ooh.
Good.
There is a wooden duck on fire.
Now, if we can.
I see a cat
Samurai.
duck. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yes, Haas.
Beaver.
The cat duck. No, that's not a cat duck. That's pig duck. Cat duck, cat duck.
We have the alien ducks, the slime ducks, as you do.
Slime's right here.
The pan duck, which is a panda, not a duck.
I know we got a tabby in here somewhere. Is that a Vandergraaf duck? Hey, Night Owl's here.
I think there's a
It begins.
Yeah, there's a Vandergraaf duck. There's the mirrorball duck. Oh, show them what happens if you click on the mirrorball duck. It is upstairs in the very middle.
Nothing happens right now. But later.
Well, right now it just plays the music. Or is that the disc?
Well, that's a disco ball duck.
Yeah.
When Disco Ball Duck and Disco Stew Duck down here get together, well, dancing happens.
Party. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, this game is like $2 or $4. We do
It's
have all the
actually
DLCs.
on sale.
Is it?
Yes.
How much is it on sale so that people know?
It's like, well, in Canuckstani dollars, it's $2.
It's $1.29 for the game, and I And all of the DLCs are like $2. We do have all the DLCs,
We have all the DLCs, and so does Haas.
and we would normally say, "Hey, sorry, this is for having to buy the DLCs, but it's $2, and they're ducks."
Like, yeah, this game should not be as.
I did
What
not
is
have the
this?
Super Soaker Duck until now.
That's new. That's new. That's an event duck. No, it's not.
Which pack is that in?
I don't
didn't
know.
have it.
Ducks galore.
That's the second most recent one. I
Yep.
have all this. No, I have all but 2 of the specials. I don't have all of the events.
Okay, ignoring the VR bundle. Someone
Yeah,
wants to
we're
look
not-
down at the lower pool. What do you... The boat is free! The boat is free! Uh-oh.
This game
Samurai's
has
lit.
so many. Yeah. Well, I mean, just wait till tonight, and Samurai will be
Oh, yeah, that's right. He doesn't fire until...
sunset
Yeah.
until the freedoming hour, I guess.
Look, there he is! Look at the little duck! The little duck in the boat.
I'm trying to cam in on it. It's,
You can't click him. It's... No.
like getting a good look at it's hard to do.
Yeah. Oh, Disco's gonna have good luck.
Something.
There we are.
Oh yeah, look, something blew up the duck in the duck bottle. That it was a shipping
That
bottle.
could have been anything, like a torpedo.
In fact, I guarantee it was specifically the torpedo. That torpedo.
Yeah, you don't fire fireworks until the sun goes down. As always, though, I didn't realize I was going to play the Nutcracker.
Yes, Night Owl. We were there. Night Owl saying that there's a new DLC for this coming out in 3 days. Yes, we were actually
Yes.
discussing that, and we all want it.
They're tiny little ducks.
I would like to point out that Shyla has unlocked more of the ducks than I have. I need to up my game.
Yeah.
More ducks than I have. She's unlocked almost every single one on almost every map. She just
What?
hasn't done the rooftop map because I don't think she likes that one.
The rooftop one's kind of weird.
I mean, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
not-
It's just, eh.
I like the quacking the ice one personally.
Ah, yeah, that one's pretty good.
Too bad they're not all multiplayer. Yes,
Yeah.
there's a blue duck. Wait, I'm
Wait.
colorblind.
Blue what? We got blue gel. And we got...
There's the blue
Um,
marble on the bottom, bottom pond, middle of it, floating next to the Christmas ornament.
Oh, yes.
Assuming it's blue.
It is blue. It's a
Geode duck.
I want to say geoduck, but it's just gemstone. And then there's the positive negative ion, the negative ion duck. He's half blue. Geoduck. Where
And
did?
the positive and negative magnetic ducks will actually stick together.
Yes.
And if you have 2 negative ducks, they'll repel each other. Same with 2 positives.
Where is?
So the Super Soaker duck is spraying past the lava duck, but not hitting the lava duck.
Well, it's not going to
So
put out the
I feel
lava
like
duck.
we're missing if it's going to do something this way.
Well, that's a good point. What is?
I mean, I think
Yes, that is a
Night Owl-
panda duck.
Night Owl's here. Grimos isn't. Otherwise, he'd be flashing knives at Night Owl. Here, I'll flash a knife at Night Owl because Grimos isn't here to do it. Oh, Night Owl is in the Neffy duck. Yeah, Night Owl is Neffy duck. I was just pointing out the censored duck. Is that just the blurry 2D duck?
Censored duck. Censored duck. What?
I don't
I
know which one he was referring to. When you had the list open, I think it was
Oh,
just the
well.
the 8-bit duck, maybe.
if it was on this one, oh yeah, it's probably just a D8-bit duck. Yeah, it was on the page of available docs. So, just so everybody know, is name and game on?
If I could tab correctly, I could take a look. I forgot how fingers work,
Uh-oh.
apparently. Huh?
The night flashing has begun.
Ah. Thank you, Night Owl. Night Owl
Alright.
got naming game on for us.
Titicus, which duck would you like to name? There are a few. And right now,
Wait.
you have free reign.
If I spend on name and game
Yeah.
for my own name, is it already done? He wants a Super Soaker duck.
Yeah, alright. We want it named.
Would be Titicus or Duckabanicus? He says just
Urbanicus. I mean, it is,
You don't have a lot of room.
it is dual wielding AC soakers.
It is AC Soakers. Is there a Roman duck?
A
So-
Roman
so is it.
duck. I'm not sure if it's in the pond at the moment. If it is there. Joust duck. Steampunk duck. I don't think so. I don't think so. At least not that I've ever seen, so. Well, sun's going down.
Showtime. Cicero, there's DLC coming in 3 days. We don't know what we're gonna get.
Yeah.
I hope they add multiplayer to the other maps.
That would be nice.
How do we contact them and be like, hey fools, we keep paying for your stuff and we will keep paying for your stuff. Please add multiplayer maps.
Well,
Increase the number of players.
Ducky, you forget one
Huh.
thing. We went down that rabbit hole trying to find a thing.
And all we found was a missing ducks report with geographical coordinates. Troa has renamed Damon Game.
Alright, Troy,
Gaming
what do you
game?
want?
I apparently need coffee.
Oh, there's Load with the Super Soaker Duck.
So Hosfe has come in and she has asked the very logical question.
What do you do in this game?
So what do you do in this game? And
Not
the
a
short answer
damn thing.
is that you just sort of duck around.
It's basically a slightly interactive... What is that? Is that a peacock duck? Oh my god, it is.
And is it annoyingly loud like a real peacock?
Yes.
Is anyone here actually familiar with and used to peacocks in person?
Troa.
Anyone?
Do you have the axe
They
duck?
I haven't seen an axe duck.
Well, just look for the plaid.
The lumberjack duck.
Yeah.
It's a lumberjack, and that's okay. It's all
I know he's
night,
down here
it's all
somewhere.
day.
Oh, not what I was clicking on, but this is an event duck.
I'm not saying
Creeper
lumberjack.
duck. Yeah, I don't see...
We don't have lumber duck. Did you? You have to unlock that one on that one. Did you go to?
Oh,
Quacking
no,
Rabbits and
I
unlock
have.
it?
I have.
Okay, so it will show up.
Yeah, he's just not here right now. Not all answers to Haas's question. Float, quack, flash knives, hope to murder the flamingo. The shark needs to be called Bruce. We can do that. Perhaps we can do that. As soon as I find Bruce.
Wait, Rail says quack. Rail, are you saying quack because quack, or are you saying quack because of other quack?
There it is. It's Bruce. Yes, load. The fuse has in fact been lit on both of the firework ducts. There's another one here somewhere. Oh, hello. There's Samurai right there. And the other rocket duck is right here. Soon they will blast off into the sunset. Hosfei, that's a Finding Nemo reference and a Jaws reference. Did we... Toga duck. Uh-oh. Soon as, the Samurai and our other firework duck blast off, we'll, have a look for other ducks.
When it blasts off, we have the same team. Team Duckett is blasting off again.
Team Duckett is blasting off again.
And Hosfei, if you're still paying attention, after we pointed out you don't do much in this game,
There he goes. There he goes.
Team Duckett blasting off again.
There's your fire. There's your 4th of July fireworks.
Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Wait, that was only one. Where the hell's Samurai? There he goes. Oh shit, he's coming back. He's coming back.
Okay, that's hilarious that they did.
Samurai, are you controlling that?
If he's controlling that, he can't say it.
That's a little too precise not to be controlled. I didn't know you could control that.
See, we keep every time we play this, we learn something.
If I am, I don't know how. Oh, great. We just got a firework duck. Just go. Uh-oh. We're getting buzzed by the tower. We're buzzing the tower. You know, eventually that fuse was going to run out.
I mean...
Oh, he's... We have splashdown. Oh, God.
Just kept on going.
Oh, come on. Can I... No!
Our duck space program is,
I gotta be able to... Come on. There he is. There he is. Come on. Tap through faster!
Hey, Hosfei.
Hi, it doesn't look like this game requires...
What's that?
This game does not look like it requires thought.
It does not. At all.
No, you look at all of the interactions you watch, there are
There he is.
numerous hidden things in this game. There are...
Samurai,
There's even a little arcade game, and when the arcade game spawns in, you got to get a quarter into it. To have the quarter into it, you have to have the robber has to bump into the piggy bank, steal the coin, and then bump into the arcade game and put the coin in it. Then you can play the game to unlock the duck that sits on the rail. It's a brand new duck in a box. It's a collector's edition.
Mm.
Like, and that's just one thing about this game. This game is
in order to
weirdly involved, and it is just incredibly cathartic.
Yeah.
There's also the ninja duck that just teleports around.
And as you see, Samurai's just flying around here because he got lit by a wooden duck who got lit by a lava duck.
And he's under the water again. Now he's looking for Bruce from Finding Nemo.
Bruce.
So Hosfei, all told, how you holding up?
Look. I've been better.
I
Yeah.
understand. If you would like to join us for a very cathartic adventure, you can.
Where's the
Light connected.
information?
Oh. That you
Or
got
do I
that?
just join you off?
Yeah, just the join code.
Yeah, if you have the DLCs, you just hit the join. And this game is fantastically cheap.
Yes, it was very cheap. It was free.
Yeah, cause I got it for her.
Ah.
Yeah. Apparently I
a
can.
room ID.
Yeah, hold on.
It being $1 helps.
Wait, is it public room or private room?
It's private room.
It's private.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen a public room hosted. Of course, I've never
I've
searched
never
for
looked.
anybody streaming this. Yeah, we just.
There where
that's the...
I-
sorry.
It's not like there's
Sorry.
a chat or anything.
No, the closest thing we got to a chat is flashing knives.
I mean, which we do. Grimos and I all flash knives at each other a lot.
Samurai, dude, you're gonna have to explode eventually. The sun's gonna come up.
No, that's his life now. I'm sure it's not picking it up, but I've got
Oh no,
play this game and play the guitar at the same time.
he's just going. Oh.
Um,
Hosfei!
oh,
Why is there stone ducks? Are they...
yeah. Well, they don't float very well.
Yeah, you'll see him in the pond.
Oh, Samurai's got it. Ground control to Major Duck.
So
Ground
oh, there he goes.
control.
He's finally exploded.
Hey.
Is there a method to control this?
There's no control.
No.
Left,
No,
right click
You
brings up the
just-
cursor, which you can click on various items. Tab will cycle through the ducks, and that's it. Oh, middle click for.
Emotes. Oh,
Emotes.
and E cycles through the camera positions.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that
There
one.
is a control for the radio volume.
Is there?
I think you gotta hit. It's in the settings. You gotta hit the sky
Oh yeah.
settings, and then music volume. I turn my music volume down because I just like.
It is rather loud.
I
Okay, back to where we were.
uh,
Where's the mic up with the
Cicerette-
hockey stick?
There's not one yet.
Yes, there is.
Is there?
Yaha.
Hey.
That one I know for a fact is in this game.
You would think I would stay up to date on these things.
Well,
I did
there's the.
I think I'm the sushi duck. There we go, Teddy.
not. The sashimi duck.
Sashimi duck.
Duck shimi.
I know I've seen them. I've seen the
Every
hockey duck.
pun they could think of, they made it into
They've made it into a duck. With
everything they could.
with more coming.
Oh, there's two of me.
Huh?
There's a Teddy
Oh, yeah,
duck and a Husfei duck.
Oh.
Yeah, so one, if anybody joins, they could be anything that they have unlocked.
Yes. I wasn't sure
Uh,
if you were going to
and
join, so I
now
named
that
the.
you've joined, and we have all of these. Everything that's here, you unlock, and if it spawns in while you're here, you unlock it as well.
peak-
So it's one of those everybody unlocks it together things.
Yeah. The peacock duck spread its feathers.
Oh no!
Oh, wow. Where's Disco Ball Duck?
I think it's downstairs. Downstairs.
That you? No.
Okay. It was downstairs when it was there, and it's not anymore. So it isn't.
You figure a
My
disco
favorite.
ball would be easy to find.
I mean, it's a little reflective. I'm looking for
How do I
it.
go back to myself looking at myself?
Oh, start hitting tab.
Or just bring up
Or-
the
or
mouse with
cam
right
out.
click and click
Yeah,
yourself.
cam up, right click, and then. How have we lost a mirror in a lighted pond?
I don't know. Especially when it's night and it should be doing its thing. Wait, he didn't escape the
Well-
pond. Son of a bitch! He escaped the pond.
He got exploded out, didn't he? Where is he at?
He's over in the corner.
How did he make it all the way over there?
Oh no!
That's a record.
He wanted the disco by himself today.
He didn't have enough disco to share.
Disco isn't dead. It just escaped. So let's see here. Titus is done. Troa. House got that one. Orc Slayer has 2 name and game, and Troa has a name and game. Troa. Back to the question before. What duck do you want? Oh yeah, Haas, if you click on various ducks, they do different things. Like, Bruce does the Jaws theme. You actually meow.
Yes, I noticed that one.
The Nutcracker plays the Nutcracker. Wait, who's
I'm
that?
sure.
Oh, that's the Lancer duck.
I'm sure Discord is canceling out the guitar, but
Well, I can hear it.
I can hear it.
Under the special tab, second duck. Oh, yeah. Load says he can hear it.
man, and he typed it in all caps, so maybe it's loud.
Fire duck and the cyber duck. Fire duck.
See, I can play this game and the guitar at the same time. I'm that skilled at multitasking.
And cyber duck. You're gonna. Which one was the cyber duck? Who's that? Where'd the warble come from?
Oh, load that says no. I forgot my caps. I just thought you were very enthusiastic.
I was in
Okay,
like
so that's
the paint, like it was a painted swirl. Duck.
Oh, the psychedelic duck.
Yeah, that one.
so. That's in the key of C. If anyone is wondering why they're hearing guitar, it's one, because we're practicing guitar, and two, because I can't find anything like chord charts or finger picking charts for just like nice little
Cyber
background,
duck.
relaxing stuff. So I'm just figuring out.
Oh, where's Tesla duck? He's actually in here.
Tesla duck.
Tesla duck, yeah. He's got a Tesla ball on his head. Or a head.
Oh, I'm thinking car. What?
Just trying to figure out some relaxing patterns to play.
Oh, there he is.
I'm just
I try to be
cycling
a-
through the ducks and seeing if they do anything interesting.
Some of them do, some of them don't. There is a chameleon in here somewhere.
That one's pretty.
See that pink flamingo over there?
Yes.
That is our enemy.
It's an enemy on all vacations that I've ever gone on with the small children as well.
Uh-huh.
Cookie says, I just got here and I have no idea what is going on. I think I'm going quackers. You may be. You may be.
Quackers indeed.
This is a game about ducks, and they float.
Some of them do.
Oh, the happy birthday sprinkle duck lit Samurai's fuse.
Yes, Hosface. Some of them float, but not all of them.
Yeah, those three at the bottom of the pool right there. Don't float.
Oh my goodness, this one's a sewing duck?
Huh?
Oh, the fabric duck?
It's a pattern.
Oh, yeah. That's the pattern. I'm here somewhere. You see the
It's on the
Matryoshka,
slide.
or Matryoshka dolls? They actually Matryoshka into smaller ones.
They
Oh,
do.
the babushka dolls.
Yeah. And, okay. There's a, down on the bottom there, Haas, there is a milk crate duck. And if you look very closely on the back of the milk crate duck, there is a missing duck.
Gotta get down there, hang on.
Uh-oh.
The fire duck just fell out.
Yeah, the fire duck is going to catch the whole place on fire. Wait, there's another duck.
Here, duck.
Psychedelic duck is out there too.
Duck.
Yeah,
Sorry, Duckdelic.
you see Mad Duck's there?
Yep.
Yeah, right next to him. Blue and white. Right next to the
Oh.
luchador.
Last time we did this, we made it. We were serious for like an hour and a half, but then we couldn't anymore, and we started like searching for those numbers and everything.
And we followed that number. And it actually goes somewhere.
Yeah, we invite you to go on the same journey to find that duck that we all went with chat last time we did this.
Is okay.
It's a rabbit hole.
got-
Is
It's
literally
too
you find a
serious.
rabbit duck?
I think there is a rabbit duck, but
Oh, the kiss duck!
what?
Duck Simmons.
Yeah, Duck Simmons.
Okay, so I've got one figured. I've got a little pattern figured out to pick in the key of C, and one in the key of G.
Oh, where is?
That's a solar panel duck, I think.
Where?
A top section between load and the black duck.
It's one key of G. I need another
Oh.
key. Another key. Another key.
Could be solar panel, could be gravity well. Who knows? Interesting fact: the basic duck actually has more things than you things than you think.
They could have babies.
Babies, wee littlins.
So
Duck Simmons will swim. God damn it.
We don't want to float. We just want to fly in the sky all day. That's not the song.
No,
I know.
we don't want to fly. We just want to float in the pond all day.
We don't want to work. We just want to float in this pond all day.
But
That's enough.
well, saying about that swan, it invades the pond.
It's one of the other flamingo.
Yeah, flamingo. That's what I meant. I didn't say anything else. I swear. But it invades the pond, and it is our job to murder the hell out of it.
I see.
While having absolutely no control over how we do it. You see that skeleton duck that just went down the slide that's next to Night Owl right now? Who is now a red green green dotted one. The one to right next to Night Owl flashing knives at it. He is now a milk crate.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, this is actually the chameleon duck. When he bumps into another duck, he becomes that duck.
Mm.
Like he's about to become Mad Ducks. No! He didn't get the top hat.
Oh no, he can't mimic accessories. Only the pattern.
Oh. I didn't know that. Bonk, bonk. Seems like the fire duck is the wood duck here is slowly trying to save himself.
It's gonna ruin that spot of grass.
Oh. Airplane. Random events like that, like the airplane there, or the dolphins, or a few other ones, will just happen randomly.
We get new ducks.
Not out of those ones. On some of the other maps, yes. Quick, send Samurai to explode the plane. The plane, the plane.
Next thing you know, it'll be like Nuclear Nightmare, where I played that game wrong too.
Hey!
By the way, I don't think I'm the only one that's ever jumped out of a helicopter and landed on the UFO. Just so you know.
You don't think you
I
are,
think
or
someone
you
else-
think you are?
I think someone else has done it.
Oh, disappoint.
No, it's encouraging. That means that there are other people as crazy as I am.
Yeah, that round was a little insane. Unlike last night, that round was batshit.
Is that duck made of Lego?
Which one?
It's near the... It's going anti-clockwise and it's just about to run into you and SE Samurai. Oh no, it's the chameleon duck.
Yeah. You can still see it's looking close. You can still see it's scale pattern.
Oh, the psychedelic one's out. It's under the
He's
taking a break.
He's been out for a while. He had a little too much. Oh. We just got pizza duck.
Pizza duck.
Buy the
Pizza duck.
slice.
Buy the slice.
It's a margarita pizza too.
Wait, it just turned into something that it wasn't.
Every-
It's the chameleon.
Every time it bumps into something, it changes, give or take. there's a bit of a
Yeah,
cooldown.
no, but
Wait, did it turn back into itself?
it turned back into itself.
Oh, shit. Look at that. It did. I don't think I've ever seen it turn back into itself.
Is this the missing duck?
It might be.
For all we know, maybe.
Actually,
It's got little things on its eyes, which is what
Well-
the missing duck has.
where... Haas, did you just solve the mystery?
Okay, which
It's currently the magic 8 ball.
Permastash is pointing out? I see a California duck and it's burning. That
California duck. I see plaid and wood. Hey, the wood duck got back.
So, what you're telling me is that we need to email these people and tell them that it's the chameleon duck?
Well, the email's right
if
there.
You want, yeah, if you want to email them, you can. You never know what'll happen.
The missing, the duck that's missing at gmail.com.
The duck that's missing. I'm sure someone has long since emailed them.
I mean, that could be the. It could be. It could be.
We don't know the duck lore. We're not duck
It
enough.
could be the chameleon duck.
Well, okay, I will search the other
there it
ducks and I will find the one that has
Nope.
a symbol on its eyes. No.
Wait, that's not him. Where is he? I've lost the chameleon.
He's up the top at the moment.
Use.
I don't think it's the sponge duck. Is it a watermelon duck? It
Where?
is a watermelon. That's adorable.
There's a strawberry
The
duck there
sponge
too.
duck from Duckini Bottom. Alright, I'm going to stop for the moment, annoying people with guitar. Hopefully it was fairly relaxing. 'Cause that's the goal.
The duck that missing at gmail.com.
Yep,
I
it's
think
the-
that's
Yeah,
TH.
we had that issue last time. I see that blue fucker. That's the wrong one. You sneaky. There he is. Yeah? Well, kinda.
I see I see TS missing at gmail.com.
Hey, that's not the duck that I was looking at.
He's up here as the pattern duck. Better bump into the luchador. He's now a luchador. Luchaduck. Hey, Digiman.
The bee duck.
Yes.
Stubby duck.
The bee duck and the duck with the flower pot on his head have an interaction. and I
What did
don't
it
remember
turn
what
into now? Did the flamingo just make it angry?
What?
Look at the chameleon duck next to the flamingo in the semicircle at the top. Oh,
Oh, it did!
when it hit the flamingo, it just got angry. It doesn't like flamingos either.
Oh, you mean the
peacock.
peacock.
Peacocks, sorry. Peacocks make it angry too.
Interesting.
Has anyone done anything about the crossword duck?
What do you mean?
Who speaks Spanish? Or
Hospital,
no,
English.
The, the
Gotta tell you, it's a good shellac on the paper mache duck.
this is a. I think it's just Discord directions. Because it's in a couple different languages.
yeah, none of them are English.
Hall, American. Yeah, it is right there. Hey, Hall, American expatriate composer.
Over.
Damn
Author
it,
and translator. It's on the head.
author and translator.
It's just like
Cameron.
the reason I like credits.
These do seem like credits.
Well, that's cool. I like that. feature.
It might be It might be localization teams.
Okay, am I the chameleon duck again? I think I'm the chameleon duck again.
There's no French on the
Yes,
crossword
Samurai
duck.
says the flamingo hasn't moved towards the pool in a while. Don't put that
Oh,
evil on
oh
us,
yes, it
Flamingo.
has. He's sneaking in.
Hey! There's a golf ball down the bottom.
Yes.
Yes, there's an achievement for actually hitting the golf ball and moving it. There's a couple of ways it can happen.
Yeah, there's... I
It
think
is
Bruce can get down
incredibly
there.
rare. Yeah. The submarine
yeah.
as well.
The submarine
diver.
definitely can.
We all live in the yellow sub. What?
It is a yellow submarine. What's it? Oh.
What's the duck symbol up the top right hand corner of the screen?
Okay, when that's how long until a new duck.
Oh.
Yeah, so once it fills up, a new duck will poof into existence in the sky and just drop in the pool.
The chameleon is itself again.
What is it hitting that it doesn't like?
It's not the.
I guess if it just hits one that it's not programmed for,
Maybe.
they haven't like made a custom
Like,
for it.
like obviously it's not gonna. It needs to bump into the boat.
There is
It needs to bump into.
out duck with cut out of a window on the front.
Yep. Wait, that changes. That's not what was in. That's not what was in the window.
Is it not?
No.
We'll have
The
to
last
check on
time,
yourself.
the last time I looked at it, it was a man and a woman kissing in front of the window.
Well, now it's nighttime in the game. We'll have to check on that later.
So how many hours to get all the ducks? Well, there's about 170 ducks, and it's what, 2 minutes per? Or something?
Give or take.
Yeah, give or take 2 minutes per. I think it actually goes up the more ducks you get, but it takes a while. This is one of those games that you just have on in the background.
Yeah. You can pay as much or little attention to it as you'd like. I'm going to go get more of the holy broth.
You do that.
No,
Happy
I sent them
flower.
an email.
Oh, no. Where's Captain Haddock? Captain Haddock is right here in his very small boat, which I can't zoom in on. Hey, look, it's Zom Duck. Oh, speaking of boat, look out in the sea. You'll see a cruise ship.
Cruise or
Cruise.
why has it got a smokestack?
Cruise ships have smoke. Well, some do.
Is that a menu or is that sunscreen
Where? There?
on the picnic table?
I think it's sunscreen. This here. It does say duck sun.
No.
All right. I don't. It occurs to me I don't know if anybody understands why I say holy broth. Refer to coffee.
Holy broth.
I assumed it was some form of drink.
Yes.
Coffee.
Ladies and gentlemen, I referred to coffee as the holy broth. My logic has some flaws in it, but bear with me. Coffee comes from a bean. Beans are legumes. Legumes are good for you. Therefore, coffee is a healthy broth. Coffee is also served at churches and temples all around the world, making it sanctified. Therefore, it is a holy broth. Now, are there some flaws in this logic? Yes. Do I care? Absolutely not. I call it the holy broth.
What would happen if you brew coffee with holy water? Would that make it double holy broth?
No, that would just be redundant. Plus, I've seen how often they change the holy water in the containers, which is they don't. They just add.
Which is it? Is it one that's in a font, or is it one that's like in one of those walk-in baptismal fonts?
Both of them, in my opinion, never get cleaned. So, like, I've never seen them cleaned, and I work in a lot of churches.
All the coffee is holy water because you boil the hell out of it.
So I actually have looked at a priest and said, "Hey, I figured out how to make holy water at home." And he says, "Did you?" I said, "Yeah, you just boil the hell out of it."
At which point you gotta eat it out of the church.
I have caused psychic damage to a variety of priests. Don't quote that.
All coffee is holy water because you boil the hell out of it. Yeah, that's true. Except cold brew.
I like iced coffee. That's like
Iced coffee's different than cold brew, though.
yeah.
Well,
yeah.
it also tends to be stronger.
What?
To make cold brew. Cold brew is coffee. Sorry, iced coffee. You make it hot. You throw ice in it. Add creamer, throw ice in it, shake it up, bada bing.
Well,
Cold brew is. We have a cold brew machine that was gifted to us by someone that understands us, and it takes more grounds, but it makes a stronger coffee.
Yes, but you don't boil the hell out of it, so it can't be holy broth.
So, like, I always have one sachet of like half coffee every single morning. Or if I'm really wanting to stay awake, there's like iced coffee that comes from the store. And it's so good though.
No, I'm not saying it's not. Well, yeah, iced coffee's pretty good.
But I don't like the coffee that has ice cream in it.
Ice cream?
And cream. Yeah.
Like, frozen?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I could, like, if I make my own, that's a little bit different, but that's, like, literally just making a coffee-flavored milkshake.
Yes, it is. Which,
Captain Haddock.
yeah, I couldn't find, you can't name the boat. But the boat comes out of...
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
I see the utility there.
Haas,
Yes?
do you see Captain Haddock down there on the bottom?
Yes.
Now, he is a glass bottle.
Jar, but yes.
Jar. Right now, he has a big crack in the front of him. He wasn't always like that. You know that little boat that's floating around here?
Oh, yeah.
That was inside Captain Haddock. And then he got hit by a torpedo. And the boat escaped.
The boat escaped.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how that thing's still floating, but sure.
Well, the ducks don't sink. Unless they want to. Unless they want to.
Well, even those ducks, they dive under the, they dive. If a duck is sick, its oil coat thins out and it floats lower in the water. It has to paddle a lot harder just to keep up with the rest of the flock. Not that I know a few things about keeping a flock of ducks healthy.
No, not at all.
Everyone's got hobbies.
Well, we had a flock of ducks growing up. We bought a dozen duck eggs and put them all in the incubator, and only 3 hatched. And Mom immediately named them Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
As you do.
Of course
you do. And then we lived on a particularly. We actually lived on the second largest lake in Louisiana at the time. And if you discount the one that borders Louisiana and Texas, it's the largest lake. But we were back in like one of the alcoves, like way the heck. And we would open up the shed, and I would hand feed the ducks every morning before school. And then I would take the tarp that we had a heat lamp over so they'd sleep on it and stay warm. I'd take the tarp out, throw it over the clothesline, water hose it off, and then go back in the house.
They responded.
What?
I received an email back.
Yes, you did.
It's an email.
Yes.
It's a video.
Yes.
What the fuck was that?
Samurai's gone for a stroll.
Was that meant to scare me? Yes. Did they try to jump scare me with a scary duck?
Oh, that's right, because they send you with the all the lists of like components, and then
Yeah. The fact that that actually
You
goes.
tried that, didn't you?
Oh, we have absolutely tried that.
oh, we all did it.
That's the
on
rabbit
stream.
hole we went down. Although the rabbit hole you just went down is a lot smaller than the one we did, because we didn't do the email until like 20
After
minutes
stream.
after we started. We went through like the date missing, the if you can identify it. We looked up that number that's there.
Top comment says, "This is what I get for emailing random ducks." Should I respond to that because of name Mad Ducks?
Wait, is that actually a comment?
Top comment on that video is, "This is what I get for emailing random ducks."
Go on exploring. I'll be right back. I just got an achievement. What was that?
I think a
did
duck
one get off the
escaped.
island? It's floating off into the sea.
Ow!
Maybe. No, actually, that might have been Samurai going off into space.
Must go. My people need me. Oh, here's a comment from the duck dude. As a duck, I am very concerned.
That's a duck. I am very concerned. What is going on back here?
I know the flaming duck.
It's
We
duck
have
lore.
we have a rainbow duck.
Rainbow. We also have one that's trying to swear at people.
And then there's
The flamingo's
people-
getting closer.
It's getting closer. Flashing eyes, boys.
Do we have the chef or the knight?
The knight is down on the bottom right now, if I recall.
Isn't it Don Quixote?
Well, it used to be. I thought I seen him here.
Oh, that leopard print. Ugh. I once had a lady who, when I was working as a retail,
no.
like checkout chick, I had a lady who came to the store quite frequently, and she would always wear the same thing.
Uh-huh.
She wore a leopard print, like, wasn't a onesie, but
A unitard.
yeah, unitard. Leopard print unitard. She had like 2-inch long nails, fingernails that were bright orange lipstick, and she had I'm pretty sure it wasn't her natural hair color, but bright ginger hair. And she was very gaudy.
Yeah,
I mean, you've described gaudy, yes.
that is excessively gaudy.
It was horrific.
Who said that? Samurai. Bad news, bud. Roboduck is in here somewhere, if I recall.
Oh, who's that outside of the out? Somebody's out, and they're over in the corner. Oh, Disco Duck found him.
Yeah, just go down in the corner. I guess you'll never get together with Afro Duck. So, Disco Duck has a light show at night, right?
Yeah.
When Disco Duck and Afro Duck get together, Afro Duck starts dancing. But not the Oregon mascot Roboduck.
Alien Duck is currently.
It's snowing.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe we're gonna get Santa.
Santa Duck.
Well, no, Santa does fly by. Disco stew.
How do we save Disco Duck? He's in a corner.
Yeah, he's not coming back. he is forever trapped over there. He's not rolling. He's not going to be able to save himself like the wooden duck did. He's like psychedelic duck over here. He's just chilling.
Oh, the night duck is up near the flamingo.
Excellent. Ah, yes, there he is. I don't think he... Well, yes, you can. Normally the flamingo needs to be in the water to be able to be hit, but,
Oh, somebody just hit it.
too bad it was a gem duck. If the knife duck was here, he'd be able to hit while it's out of the water. I think the knight, it has to be in the water.
And the knight has to hit it square on. The
Yeah.
knight has to charge at it, full Don Quixote windmill style.
What about Night Owl? Night Owl has a stick on his head.
I don't know. He might be able to.
Hey, Zaiku,
Yeah.
Shyla just fixed herself some sherbet that had been in the freezer for a while.
How long's a
Walked out of the
while?
room, I heard her. I don't know. I walked out of the room. I heard her try it, and she walked in and put it in front of me, and then walked away.
It's poison. She's trying to kill you.
I have some concerns.
It's so tasty, she can't handle it.
Clearly, that's it. Oh, this place just lit up.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
No, like for me, it just lit up like the surface of the sun.
Eee.
It's not as
Cookie.
bright on your
Cookie.
screen as it is on mine.
No, I think I got the brightness turned down, so...
No.
No?
So,
Oh, no,
The-
never mind. It went away. It looked like welding machine bright for a second.
Oh.
For a minute or two.
oh dear. So there's a duck that has a name badge on.
Yes.
Does it just say your name, or does it
Well, what does it say for you?
Osway?
Okay, it says your name. Because it says Zai for me. And Cookie comes in as the lava duck.
Hot stuff.
Hot lava!
Okay, we need to get you over towards the flamingo. Heat can't possibly be good for that thing.
See? Haas is already plotting ways to get rid of the flamingo.
Oh man, I just hate that thing so much after going on a holiday with my nieces and nephews, and they're all fighting over the flamingo.
I have never seen one of those flamingos at a beach.
So,
It was at a pool, but the pool was by the beach. Does that count?
Oh.
I'm not going to describe where I was, but there were peacocks roaming around, and some parents didn't realize that peacocks aren't tame or friendly, and they were letting their kids, little ones, like walk up to the peacocks thinking that they'd be able to pet the peacocks because they were at a place that had peacocks. And I'm like, and I had to get, as the birds were squaring up to start tearing the kids to shreds, I had to get between them, holler at the parents like, nope, nope, get them out. Nope, peacocks are not your friends. Back up, get the kids. Nope.
You would think a creature with dick in its name, you would know to stay away from it.
Yet I had to save a flock of children from a couple of...
Oh, that's creepy.
What's creepy?
Oh, look at that.
That's
Oh, that is
creepy.
It's watching us. Anyway, like, peacocks are
It's
jerks.
not solid either.
Please inform me of a bird that isn't a jerk.
Crows, assuming you don't piss them off.
Well, just any bird that you piss off is, but it's
Yeah.
the threshold in which you piss them off is the problem.
I mean, it's fairly
Yeah.
hard to piss me off.
I mean, ducks are pretty chill,
Unless they're not.
unless they're not. Bye, samurai.
Nice
Hmm.
takeoff.
That was a good
Samurai's
thing.
blasting
Take off.
off again.
That fireworks display used to lag the absolute shit out of us. Like the game would just.
So, what happens when you do the knife symbol?
Nothing. It's just an emote.
You're just emotes. You're just
It's just like the.
Rydell and Grimo started flashing knives at each other every time they'd float by one another, and here we are, like what, a year or two later.
Yeah, and uh-oh, who got out?
All right.
Oh no!
I know it. I don't trust my wife. Anything she puts in front of me without saying anything and walks away.
Fireman duck.
Oh, the fireman duck showed up.
Firefighter.
It doesn't taste too bad, but I'm gonna go put that down the sink. Pardon me a second.
Oh yeah, there he is. Now why don't you have your name?
Someone just, you can tell that he's just eaten something that.
Yeah, you could just tell.
It
It has been killed!
What?
The flamingo is dead! Night Owl killed it!
With what?
His horn!
Nice!
His mighty horn!
Just got an achievement.
Mission accomplished.
So, do we ever take on the samurai left?
The island I don't think moves.
That's rude.
Yeah. And if it does, it's a lot slower than the flamingo.
Oh, it's not moving at Australia speeds?
I mean, nothing moves quite that fast on this planet.
What's that?
Australia's movement speed.
Our continent is moving faster than our DLC speed. Does Australia have ninjas? Do you count dingoes?
Dingoes are pretty ninja.
Pretty sneaky little buggers.
I've heard stories about them there, dingoes. Yes,
As
dingoes.
Do we have a military fighting force of sneaky people?
I mean, you do have emus.
They're not really sneaky. There's nothing here that's really subtle.
You have trapdoor spiders. Don't you?
Hmm.
Yes, we have funnel web spiders.
And don't forget the muddy drop bear.
There's nothing subtle about that.
Hey, samurai coming in with a arcade
Lumberjack?
machine.
No.
If you're actually talking about, like, if you're asking about whether or not we've got any military, sorry, not military, but like historical fighting forces that were sneaky, no, not that I'm aware of. But that doesn't mean anything because I'm not very good at history.
I don't
We can't
think
play
the
the arcade game
duck
until we get
is
a coin.
here. I haven't seen Thief Duck. I don't think he's in the pool right now. Yeah, I don't see him. You. Shocking. That was the slowest slide down that hill. The blinds are closed.
The drop bear is insignificant before the power of the East African barb squirrel, also known as the African kamikaze squirrel.
African kamikaze squirrel.
Squirrels either are afraid of everything or they know no fear.
Sometimes it's both at the same time, and that's the scary part.
Sometimes fear gives you adrenaline and the ability to do things you shouldn't be able to do.
Well, that's the fight or flight thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. either. Well,
Mummy can lift up a car that's... Oh, there's the...
Hmm?
Okay, oh, that's what you're talking about. I missed that. I was in a different...
what?
The arcade squirrel.
The arcade squirrel?
Uh,
The arcade duck.
Samurai's driving it at the moment, and so I saw the S and said squirrel.
When Hosfe says duck, I don't know if I'm supposed to say what.
So
I know, right? So, I was just recently playing Space Station 14 for like properly for the first time, and I think I'm just gonna have to specialize in being the head of security. Because
somebody has to, because nobody else wants to.
but everyone's calling my name.
Jobs that nobody does. Security.
I just mostly do engineering, and I get the power set up, and then I get materials to stuff in my backpack, and then I screw around until something breaks, as is tradition.
As is tradition.
We need to have a server that we can actually like voice chat. Cookie Mama, there's always space in the pond, and I don't even know if there is. I'm just inviting you.
How many we get? I don't.
We should have space in the pond. I don't
One,
know how
two.
to.
I don't remember how many people we can have in a pond.
Give it a try, Cookie.
Yeah, give it a try. We could boot. I don't know, load or somebody out
Well,
if needed.
First, try to connect.
Yeah, first try to connect.
And then if you're asking if there's room in the chat pond, studio pond? Pond studio. No, that sounds like a Star Wars character that didn't make it past
Lucas.
Pond Solo.
Oh, that's an elf.
I accomplished my mission.
he did his stabbing. Mission accomplished. Hey, look, a pineapple.
Pineapple under the sea. SpongeBob SquareDuck.
Well, there. Damn it.
I need to look up the chord chart for that.
The evil overlord is dead. Dead and gone.
Yeah, he's been stabbed for a bit now.
No, it's gone.
Yeah, he'll respawn eventually. Where
So,
is...
what is code? It's pinned at the top of the chat, Cookie.
Yep.
Daiku.
I know it's here. That's not it.
Around the world.
Hmm?
I just got an achievement.
Oh, Usually that
Around
happens.
the world. Where's my... No, I don't want to exit game. Where's the achievements?
On Steam?
Achievements. There it is.
Oh.
Yeah, there it is. Around the world. What does it do? It doesn't say.
Where is the... I know he's in here. He's in the pond. Where is your... There it is. Oh, come on. Come on. Get...
I'm assuming it's just because I'm in a duck that's been in the in 3 of the. It's
What
in
the
everything.
hell is going on out there?
Ooh. It's a migration of ducks.
What? What?
Field trip.
I haven't seen that.
Migrating ducks. It's beautiful. They should be flying normally, but
Going north for the winter, going south for the winter. A great journey.
Depends on which part of the hemisphere you're on.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Because ours go north for the winter.
And ours go south for the winter.
Diney, are you in the southern hemisphere? And if they're on the equator, then they're heading east for some sushi.
Damn it. That's cool. I've never noticed them just float by like that. Oh, it says, hey, look at those rocks at the bottom. They must rock. Let's see if I can
I'm
find one.
Cookie's a clown duck.
The Harleduck. Or the
Next to Kitty.
Harlequack.
Hey, kitty.
There he is. Yeah, so we got the marble rock duck, who's at the bottom of the pond, and the rock duck, which is at the bottom of the pond. Gross.
This is zombie
Oh.
duck.
That flower pattern duck is just chilling right on the edge.
Oh no, there's a paper mache duck,
Yes.
and it's on fire.
Is it on fire? Oh, it is on fire.
It's made of like, oh, thank you, fire duck.
Oh, that's the child's drawing paper duck. There is a paper mache duck, which is actually really close by.
That looks like a rock.
What
What?
the?
With the paper mache.
He's right next to Bruce.
Yeah, there's like
I think
there's a decoration that is basically like marbled rock, but smooth.
Oh. Yeah, maybe. It could also just be cracked,
Yeah, it could be.
like a shattered duck.
So when I was in primary school, we had a thing where we got to make a paper mache pig. And
Peppa
and
Pig?
no, it wasn't Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig wasn't around then. I named it Madame Oinks-a-Lot.
Madam Oinks-a-Lot.
It stayed in my cupboard for at least 10 years until I can't remember what we were doing, but I pulled it out, and I'm like, hey, we should actually use this as a piñata. So my brother used a drill to
Make a
open it
hole.
up and
Yeah.
make a hole, put some food in it, and this thing was rock hard. We could not break this thing open. So apparently letting paper mache, either I built it real good, which doesn't surprise me because my family doesn't do anything by halves, or it had set for so long that it was just made of rock. Why
It was
is this
just
duck's
rocks,
head abnormally large?
It does CrossFit.
It does. It is great. It's that one guy who skips leg day, but it's skipping duck day.
I don't think it's possible for ducks to skip leg day. Don't their legs like go a
Like
bajillion miles an hour?
150 miles an hour, yeah. just to paddle it along.
They
hey.
look so serene on the surface, but their legs
Are just
their
going.
legs.
There's nobody in the window anymore. Unless that's a cat. That's a wait. That is a cat.
You gotta find this. It's black duck, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
No,
down
not
by
black
the egg.
duck.
It's down by
Yeah, it's a little
Teddy.
little cat peeking up out of the window.
Yeah, just peeking up out of the window.
Spartan asks, "Can I use naming game for the sushi duck?"
Sure.
It's not already named. Yeah.
Where's the cat?
Lower pond.
I can't see it in the window.
In the window. See the lamp?
Yeah.
To the left of the lamp.
No.
Right at the bottom.
No.
No?
No. Mine does not show that.
Oh. It does desync.
I can see it on your stream, but not on mine.
Yeah, there's a bit of desync for some other things. Sushi duck, sushi duck. Where is the sushi? Somebody's flashing knives again. Sushi. Where is cat? There you are. What was this? Celtic Spark. There you are. One sushi.
You know what I haven't done in a week or two? I haven't just randomly popped into channels in the auxiliary,
And
played
mess
the
with them.
opening of Space Oddity until they sing it, and then just leave.
Well, you can't do Space Odyssey anymore.
I can't do it on stream.
Well, no. You can't do Space Odyssey. Now you have to do the opening to Spaceballs.
Oh, I was gonna say she's escaped, but no.
Oh, she's trying, man. She's trying. She's gonna reach that wall and then probably get pushed off. Just keep rolling, rolling, rolling.
Look, we're about to get a new duck. What did we get? Slime duck.
It's green. It's the green gummy, or yellow gummy. I think. Where'd it go?
Found it.
There it is.
Near Bob.
Yep, that's a yellow or green gummy. If the blue, red, and green gummies get together, they form a gigaduck.
I forgot about that. I haven't seen
Yeah,
it in a while.
I haven't seen it
So-
happen.
So we don't have a red gummy, I don't think.
I haven't
Nope.
seen it.
No red gummy.
So up.
Oh, loads gonna come in with the red gummy.
That will make it possible.
They'll make it possible. It doesn't mean it'll happen. Because getting 2 ducks together is hard work. 3! Oh.
Wonder if we would have to plot it, but 3 of us could join at the same time, or nearly the same time.
If 3 people join on a new game with those 3 ducks at the same time, theoretically it's possible to just...
The cheese it.
Oh, there's load.
We have
And
the
there's
red
blue
duck.
ducks up there.
Oh,
They're all in the same pool. Oh no, they're
no,
not.
you
They're
stupid peacock! That was good. That was good until the peacock got in the way.
They do that. Peacocks
What a
are-
jerk!
There goes load. Blue is just
Oh,
floating along.
Da-da.
Night Owl's corralling them.
did it? No! The black duck got in the way. Oh, Teddy's gonna try and corral.
I see. I always name the cat Cleaver from the Ox, so I
Well,
forget which one is. Here
Te-
it's Teddy.
it's Teddy today.
Yeah. Does Teddy eat everything?
Um. Oh, Haas got Greenie. Come on, go to. Red and blue just bumped.
No!
No! You've been torpedoed!
Howzakar's here, and he says, "Hello, I smell like smoke and sweat. Is this the traditional greeting in your state? I don't.
Why do you smell like... Oh, right.
It's
What?
It,
a holiday.
bonfires. Yeah, holiday.
Okay, now we need to get the blue duck down at the bottom.
That's easier said than done, apparently.
You know what? I like Hosfey got stuck in my head on accident.
What's that?
We all live in a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine.
Loads
Look,
back
the red
up.
duck's back up again.
Haas is going straight for the bluey. But there's a traffic jam!
Howzakar has redeemed
No.
game in game. Hal?
What duck would you like to be named? Bye, Ha.
Hosfey, have you noticed that you've gotten involved in this?
A little...
Oh, Howzakar wants semi-violent duck. Give him the duck luchador.
Luchaduck.
Like it's absolutely perfect. It's made for this moment.
Or the spiky ball.
The
No,
pufferfish.
no, no. The wrestler duck.
Luchaduck, where are you? There you are.
That may have been the quickest turnaround I've ever had down at the bottom.
Sometimes it happens that way. How's a duck?
One hell's a duck.
Okay, we've got the blue and the green together.
Red's up here too.
Somebody get me. No, don't send me over there. No, no, no.
So, Haas, when you joined, you were like, "What do you do with this?" And we were like, "Nothing."
No,
You
you're
sounded
invested in it.
skeptical at the time. Okay, you sounded skeptical at the time, but now, huh?
Is this?
This simple idle game should not be as entertaining as it is.
It's cathartic.
One of us. One of
This
us.
is literally- This is literally just people watching, but duck watching, and
Yes.
And that makes it so much better.
because people's lives aren't actually being affected by this.
Not even a little bit.
This is just straight up cathartic. No more, no less. And look, I can watch chat. I can see Zyku's stream because I haven't yet thought to switch the game to windowed mode and then like set it off to one side.
I need to go check my blood pressure. Is what I need to go do.
Why?
Don't wait. Oh, this is like having a lucid dream where I can't do anything.
You wouldn't be
See,
the first
I
one to try to control the ducks with WASD.
And won't be the last.
This is like one of my dreams where I'm just trying to make something happen.
If you have
It's
a
not
dream
working.
about floating ducks in a pond, you have weirder dreams than I do, and I set that bar low.
Oh no, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on my dreams. They are weird.
Look, I'm just having a nice cathartic moment. I'm playing some relaxing little patterns.
So
Hippo room might be full, yep.
my worst dream that I remember the most is I was playing World of Warcraft quite a lot.
Uh-huh.
And and we were living with somebody above us who had a girlfriend who it was a weird time. Anyway, I was walking into their house, and I was wearing pauldrons from World of Warcraft.
Okay.
But instead of the butterflies on the pauldrons, I had my goldfish. And I wasn't wearing them, sorry. My next door neighbor was wearing them. And so I just said, "Can I please have my goldfish back?" And they said, "Can't you see that we're busy?" Because they're making out on the couch. And I said, "Yes, I understand that you're busy, but I just want my goldfish back. Can I please have it back?" And they're like, "No, leave us alone." And so the dream was me chasing them in random places, just trying to get my goldfish back.
Oh, that's pretty weird.
And it's one of the tame ones.
Interesting fact. I can induce nightmares in myself by having a ticking watch in my room. Not even nearby, just in my room.
The SCP is back.
Which one?
No, in the window.
Oh yeah, the SCP is back in the window. But yeah, I only noticed it like when I was moving, and I had my pocket watches on me, and one of them was still wound, and I went to sleep, and then I had a nightmare. It's like, okay, that's weird. That doesn't usually happen. Next night, same thing. Next night, same thing. It's like, okay, this is really fucking weird. And then I didn't use my pocket watch for a while, and it's one of the windy ones. So it stopped, and I didn't have any more nightmares. So like,
okay.
It was really fucking weird. Yeah, it turns out it's just a ticking pocket watch. And I have no idea why. Like I said, it doesn't even have to be... The elf tried to escape the tube. It moved that fast through it. But yeah, it doesn't even have to be like next to me. It could be across the room in a bag. And if I can even remotely hear it, it's going to trigger.
No, thank you.
Slight distraction. It just occurred to me. We had probably the most us dinner possible yesterday.
Was it ghost peppers and cheese?
No, it was just... Well, there was cheese. It was just a couple of pounds of stuffed peppers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we all just ate jalapenos with cheese.
With cheese.
That was our dinner. It was just peppers. And then today we made borgars, and we made them with
Goddamn ninja duck.
sliced jalapenos and sliced onion cut into strips, and a bit of mushroom.
Ninja duck. Haas,
Yeah.
look at the back wall
Yes, yes.
and look up in the top right corner of the back wall.
Hippodams.
He is ninja. He was in the pond. He used that wooden log ninjutsu thing to teleport up there. This is the only duck that can actually end up out on that little island normally.
Mm.
Yeah. In order to get...
Sometimes they will just...
Oh, well, yes.
Hippo, you're on the screen. You're up in the corner. You teleported away.
You're on Overwatch.
Yeah, used duck
yeah.
jutsu.
Haas, in order to get this duck, he'll drop into the pond as normal, but you don't unlock him.
How do you unlock it?
When he poofs away, you have to find him.
I found it.
Yeah, so now he's unlocked. Well, what I'm saying is, when you first get him, he drops into the pond, poofs away, and then you have to find him.
Yeah, when you
I have
find
to like
him,
click on him.
Because normally you can tab through ducks.
Yep.
You can't do that the first time he drops.
Ooh.
Yeah, it actually doesn't let you just tab to him. You have to click him. It's snowing again.
the seasons out here
Load.
in the middle of the ocean are apparently very temperamental.
Load. Get out of the bottom pool. Get up here.
There's two of them down the bottom.
There's two of you up at the top, too.
They're so close to each other, just a little bit further.
Stupid elf, get away. If I go into collection here. Yeah. There's these 3 ducks here. And they combine to form, I think it's that guy. But I haven't seen him. Because it's never fucking happened.
Who just exploded?
The... Where's he at?
There's nothing there.
Oh, okay. You see Disco Duck? Or, sorry, not Disco Duck. Afro Duck.
Yeah.
See the little red and white guy next to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sends out torpedoes.
Yeah, those torpedoes explode. In fact, that's how the ship gets out of the bottle.
One of the ways, yeah.
All we wanna do is eat your brains. It's not unreasonable. What's that?
What was what?
It's a piece of wood.
Oh, that's the ninja vanishing. Where'd he go this time? Ah, I found you! He's under the, chair, next to the radio. Those are actually 2 of the easier spots to find them. There's one
I've
where
had my
he...
fill of
Huh?
cookies.
Oh.
Cookie. Instead they're full of duck.
Come on forward, old duck. You can escape your purgatory.
I mean, the duck's hanging on.
By its head.
I don't think it's fallen in.
Damn it. The psychedelic, yeah. And
So,
Disco
is there
Ducks.
different maps, did you say?
There are a few
Yeah,
with different
there's
maps.
4 different maps, maybe 5.
I think it's 4 right now.
And different ones have different ducks you can unlock.
Yeah, like the
so-
alien duck can only be spawned on the UFO map.
Hippospace. The lumberjack duck is actually frozen in a tree in the quacking the ice. And in order to thaw it out, you have to have a fire duck light a brazier that heats up the water, that steams, that melts the ice, and the lumberjack falls out of the ice.
Uh-huh.
This, for such a simple game that you can't do anything in,
There's a lot of just intricate
they've
things.
put a lot of stuff into it.
I hear a fucking peacock.
Flamingo. Oh, no.
Hate a peacock.
It's a peacock.
Anyway, so after dinner yesterday involving exclusively jalapenos, and dinner today featuring jalapenos, Shiloh's wanting to get more jalapenos so we can make stuffed jalapenos for tomorrow. It's a lot of jalapenos.
That's a lot of jalapenos in a run of like 3 days.
I mean, it's only an average of a pound or 2 per person per day. Which I guess that sounds like a lot. To
That
most
does
people.
sound a lot, like a lot.
Well, if you're taking out the seeds.
Well, each
We're stuffing
popper's
them
like
and cutting
half.
them, cooking them.
Yeah.
They're not prunes. Does anybody know the Fire Chronicles, Emergency Fire Chronicles guy, Jason?
No.
It's a guy who does shorts on YouTube and Facebook. and he is a EMT.
Is that the guy
And-
that goes weird things I've seen as an EMT?
Yes.
I've seen
one of
him.
them. Yeah, he's.
Oh, hey, that's a new one.
funny. He just recently did one about prunes.
About prunes?
Yes.
Oh no.
Somebody ate
It's
3
squid.
bags of prunes.
Oh no! It's it's an octoduck, I think. Yeah, octoduck.
Yeah, there's quite a few people who do different, like, how interactions that they have with the public.
Oh, batch 502 is someone different? Is that who I'm thinking of?
So Jason is the bald guy who
Yeah.
does all the acting, does his own acting in the short.
Yeah, yeah.
So
He's everybody in the
every
short, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the guy I'm thinking of. Did he put out a new one?
Don't meet me like this. I've certainly seen the there is oh, what's his name?
He probably did. But I don't know.
There's an Asian male nurse.
Don't know that one. Don't Meet Me Like This. Yeah, no, I haven't seen Don't Meet Me Like This. That reminds me.
Stevio.
What?
His name's Steve. The Asian male nurse is Stevio.
Stevio. I just remembered one of Jason's shorts, and it was the one where dude had his foot out the window,
Oh yes.
and I was just like, oh no, oh god.
Switching another one the other day, and they were asking different nurses what like emergency nurses what they would instill in their children from what they've learnt from
Don't
the
become an
ER.
EMT.
No, it was actually don't ride an e-bike or an e-scooter.
Really?
Yeah, apparently there's a very large growing number of kids that are getting absolutely wrecked from riding. They're going at vehicle speeds. and
Oh, yeah.
Some of them go like almost 40 miles an hour.
I mean, they're not supposed to, but they can.
I have a number of scars and a knee that pops because once upon a long ago I was on a 2-wheeled vehicle and hit a pothole and
Yep.
stopped being on the 2-wheeled vehicle. And I found out how far momentum will take you, and I've got to tell you,
It takes
go
you a bit.
ways.
Yeah.
You can pass 50, 60 feet, and the what stopped me wasn't the ditch. I flew out of the ditch and hit a tree,
yeah, tree.
and I wasn't even going that fast.
Yep. Trees hurt.
Strictly speaking, as a nurse, Newton is a bitch.
Yep. Remember, in space,
No,
Newton is king. We're in
Children yearn
space.
for the children yearn for the yeet.
give me the yeet, boys, and free my soul.
I'll get tossed in a fucking hole.
Freaking hole and drift away.
Tell that one to my ER sister.
Yes, Zyme, we absolutely need to spread that far and wide. You have given us gold, thank you.
What? What did I do?
The 3 of them are close.
They're in the same pond.
Okay,
so
so there's the blue one there, and then the... Anyway,
like-
The blue, the
Within
yellow one's
30
the yellow one's Haas, and the red one's load.
I'm pushing the W button.
W for win.
W4, why did
I
you
don't
get in the
play
way?
MechWarrior Online often, but when I do, I remind my teammates, remember, the most powerful key in the game is W.
Is W. No, back in the days
Then
when I
And now I'm behind the beach ball.
Back in the days when I was playing EVE Online, people were the lasers were the king, and then hybrid weapons and missiles, and then projectile weapons were usually at the bottom of the pack. I always ran projectile weapons because in space, Newton doesn't care what you're made out of
Or how far away it is.
or how far away is it. Just let it go. Because an object in motion is going to stay in motion.
Yeah, so like in space, an AC-2 will just keep on going, and an AC-20 has no range restrictions in space. At
Yeah,
least it shouldn't.
I mean, lasers in space, yes, they have a range restriction because eventually the energy is going to dissipate. A hybrid weapon, projectile and energy, well, that's going to eventually lose half of its energy. And a missile, well, a missile has a set range.
Well, after which the propellant runs out and it just drifts.
Or blows up out on a timer, either or.
Okay, I know that I'm about to say something that may sound a smidge unusual, but bear with me.
Uh-oh.
No. I recognize that I have occasionally said things that were a little strange. In this case, it's not strange, and I can tell you why.
Okay.
I think that in space, a frozen burrito is a perfectly viable projectile.
Yes,
Anything is
agreed.
Anything is, as long as it's hard.
Well, it doesn't even need to be hard. What was
Pain
that?
can kill somebody.
What was that?
Ask Whirlin, he has the math for this.
Plastic hitting aluminum in space. This is something that happened. Come on. Do the thing. No, not that. This.
Zyme says, Zyme's on Comedy Gold tonight. Frozen burrito is Sabbath in space. Ghost pepper burritos with hot sauce, yes.
Oh, damn it. There we go.
Grimo says, I had something set as my status for a while that brought up the whole how
it's
fast
webby.
must a burrito go to destroy a planet, and Whirlin just asked whether it was full wrapped or not.
It doesn't matter.
Up to relativistic speeds.
Hang on.
What?
Hang on.
What?
We have a green gel duck.
Whoa! That's him. That's the fusion.
We have the big duck fusion, huh?
So
Fusion
that's
quack?
blue and yellow, because I'm yellow and load is red. So if I go to load and become an orange one,
Are there multiples? And it's not just...
so
Wait.
because the blue, yellow, and red are the primary colors.
And
Yeah.
well, RGB.
What was
RGB
that?
green.
So do you need to get the combination of blue, yellow and red, red and blue?
Oh, maybe.
Okay, so if I go to so many ducks in the collections, on the second row, I'm gonna guess that this is red, green, and blue.
Well, red, yellow, and blue, but yes.
Okay.
Because green
But
is a
there,
combination.
but there is no green in here.
Also, that duck is larger than the others.
Yes, so it
Yes.
is absolutely a fusion between two ducks.
There was a blue and there was a second yellow, because I went and got another yellow.
They can't be player controlled.
In other words, you can't unlock them and just get them. They either happen or they don't.
Yeah,
Well,
because you've run into load a few times, but nothing's happened.
I don't think I've ever touched.
Touch the butt.
Hold on. My cat is here, and he wants me to make a little cave of Blanky.
I would also like a cave of Blanky.
Well, he gets under the blankie, and then he curls up next to my foot. So, like, he wants me to pick up the blankie for him.
What is this?
Not that I spoil my cat, but he wants me to pick up the
Oh,
blankie
hey!
for him, let him get in his spot, and then lower the blankie.
Got holographic duck. Yeah, so the link I posted in chat there, that's what happens when a small piece of plastic smashes into aluminum in space. I think that was orbital. So it's like 32,000 meters a second or something. Whatever the.
That's a good clip.
Yeah, it's a good clip.
Oh, jeez, the green duck's already.
Yeah, he kind of went up and came back. Yeah, so if a little bit of plastic can do that to aluminum, what's something stupidly solid going to do? It's going to go clean through. That movie, Gravity.
Never watched it.
The first part of that
It's a bit
movie
of a drag.
is a bit of a drag. But the first part of that movie is what happens when space crap collides with each other and causes a shitstorm.
We are going to have a lot of debris in our...
We already do.
Yeah. Tens of thousands already.
Yep.
Probably going to have hundreds of thousands at some point, if we don't already.
Okay.
Space is very cluttered. Did I read correctly the other day that okay, so this may come as a surprise to some people, or to no one. I'm a bit of a nerd and I like to read science news. Voyager make it past the curtain of radiation from our sun, and space was like up to 90,000 degrees Fahrenheit out there.
Yeah, it's like ridiculous.
Like you'd think that out there it'd be cold because there'd be no thermal activity.
No, but there's nothing
no,
protecting radiation out there.
Yeah, so like it's just stupidly hot.
Uh-huh.
It is like up to 90,000 degrees. Somebody in chat can probably find the article faster than I could, but like I want to say it was like 50 to 90,000 degrees or 40 to 90,000. Just
and the weird thing is, it wasn't consistent either, was it?
I don't recall. I just remember it saying from like 40,000 to 90,000. I think those were the numbers that I read. I'm usually okay at remembering numbers. And it's just, it's hot out there.
It is spicy out there.
And so apparently our sun's, blanket of radiation is protecting us from just being evaporated.
Yeah, the EM field, well, no, not the EM field. It's,
I mean,
I forget what it's called. But it's the sphere of influence around the system.
Yeah, our sun is hurtling through space as we speak, and we're just
following along for the ride.
Yeah.
Night Owl, did you just drop in as a duck, as a frog? Heliosphere, thank you. You are in fact a frog. That frog doesn't croak, I am upset.
It's adorable.
Looks like a duck dressed up to participate in a kids show.
It really does.
I made the mistake of alt-tabbing.
Did it not reload?
Hold on. Please hold for this important crash. Thank you.
Well, just hit the green jelly duck and nothing happened. Yeah. That's kind of what I figured. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no, that's actually the load.
Oh, Hosfe.
What?
A brief aside. You said you wanted to be the oil baron this time.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're not taking my mustard. That's the only
Sorry,
thing mustard makes.
I've got olives, so.
Okay. You'll stay on your side, I'll stay on my side, and the war crimes won't get involved.
I'm just gonna do whatever I do.
You doing poppies again?
Oh yeah. Poppies and mustard is what I'm going to end up doing.
I have poppies planted, but that's so that I can pay for cows, so that I can try to use poo to make power.
Hmm.
Poo power.
Yeah, so I'm gonna farm and process mustard into mustard oil, and poppies for money. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's
Bulk
been
did
running for a
round of
while.
Lentils.
Did he?
Yeah, the output was just super low, but they sell for like 6,000 liters.
Oh, damn.
So like, if you're gonna max out and get 100% yield, sure. But if not,
Hmm. It's one of those crops.
Yeah.
Haas, look at load.
No. No.
He just dropped in again. There he goes.
Here's a propeller. Hello.
And he's
bye.
taking off. So, this is, aside from getting exploded out of the pool, this is the only duck that can escape the pool and go out to sea.
Oh, the helicopter duck. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see Night Owl says, like, you check your so many ducks collection now?
You are
Huh?
definitely controlling that, sir.
No, that's random. That's not control. And he's free.
Why?
I'm going on a trip. Bye.
And control to Major Duck.
He's flying through the wall.
Well, that's the shortest lived that I've ever seen.
I mean, it's a propeller hat.
Yeah, that was actually pretty quick.
Yeah, like 30 seconds he was in the pond, and then
Well, somebody just dropped in.
ice cream. No donut.
Ah, it's the
Wait,
Frosted
hold
donut.
on. How far out can we follow?
Until he says no. Because he's going to respawn here in a minute.
They used to go for a long way.
They did. Oh, hey,
Hey,
dolphins.
dolphins!
Hungry hobo. The room ID is pinned at the top.
Assuming there's any space left.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can see it now.
The
It's
limit
still there.
is 8. There should be, like... We need to all figure out how to email the maker and be like, let us have like 16.
Let us have, like,
Come on.
everybody. Just, this doesn't take up a lot of space. Come on now.
Yeah. How do we email the maker? I'm alt-tabbing again. Bravely alt-tabbing.
Bravely
again.
ran away.
Bravely tabbed away.
Load. You got it. There he is. He's back.
The squid duck
Coming.
inked my head.
Wait, really?
That's-
What did you do to it?
Dude, what?
So it did.
Where?
Cookie's about to go up the lift. Down the lift.
Oh my god, it did! Now you just need to be cleaned off by one of our resident fire hoses. Load! Load! Save Disco Duck!
He's not gonna do that.
He's not going to do that.
Oh, wait, hey. Look, Hippo's on the island.
Aha! Oh, there is a little shell out here.
All right. I am trying to figure out how we contact the maker and be like, hey, like,
You
because if we
might-
all do it,
Just have to like post on Steam page. Oh, it just disappeared on its own.
Oh, there you go, Cookie, you're clean. I'm like 2 seconds behind everything else, I think.
Oh yeah, like I
Alright.
said, there's a bit of delay between client and server. That pink duck that's there. It's on the top
The
there.
monochrome?
What?
No?
No. He's right.
Chrome pink.
He's right next to Hal.
Yeah?
See what it says on him?
Duck you.
Fuck you. The rude duck.
Happy trees and day, Grimace.
no, that I thought that was a reference to the Pink album, the album by Pink.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I did not know this.
Yeah, on the album cover of Irrelevant, she's flipping people off.
Oh.
Or flipping off the camera.
Oh.
There's also effing perfect. It just struck that duck made sense to me because it just
Yeah.
struck me as perfectly normal for that artist. Not that I'm, music industry in.
No. Not you. Squiddy ink slime duck. Ew! Slime duck
I
got
put down
food on.
I put down my guitar because I have a cat.
Get.
Cat important.
Lo, did you just escape out the back?
No, well, it's right there. I found their Discord, but it won't let me join their Discord. And I think it's a browser setting.
Oh. Wow, that's got some range on it. I just watched Squid Duck ink the tomato, or the strawberry. That was a long way out. Hippo vanish. Oh. Save the floral duck. Come on, Load. Do something.
What?
Oh,
Is
Load's
the duck
escape.
making its escape?
Load's escaping.
And
Load again.
load is...
Gone.
He's gone. Again.
And damn it, Load, you're the only one that can help.
Yeah, he must go as people need him.
Wow.
Night Owl, I am petting the cat. I just can't post a picture because him's asleep under the blankie.
No, disturb the kid.
No disturb. It's a very thin blankie, so he's not going to be particularly warm, poor guy. I can't double it over without waking him up. Oh, he did a stretch.
Do a stretch.
Cookie Mama, are you still in chat? Yes. We could make this thing like twice as wholesome if Cookie joined us. but
Who's here?
it's, huh?
No,
No, I
like,
Who's
mean-
here?
chat-wise.
In chat.
Oh,
Cookie is one of the more wholesome members of the BPL. You know, I was trying to figure out like how many people on WBPL 76 don't swear, and
There's surprisingly
I-
few who don't.
I couldn't find anyone that didn't, like, on a mental checklist.
Like,
Yeah.
well, okay.
I mean,
There's swearing, and then there's swearing like a sailor.
yeah.
They're thinking of two different things. There's a traffic jam down
I
the lower
typically only
pool.
swear on accident. Anyway, hi Cookie, happy 4th.
I try not to, but sometimes.
So here's the thing. I am determined not to swear on purpose. Only if it's like sneaks out on accident. Sneaks out on accident, it sneaks out. Not a big deal. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of what I mean.
Yeah. What did we just get? Who this? What is that? What's... Is that
The
a...
ink duck just got a lot of people.
Oh, this is a,
Which one?
next to the 8-ball. Over by Bruce.
Looks like one of those pots.
No, it's a, you can see through it. It's a window. Paned
Stained
window.
glass?
Stained glass.
I don't see through it.
It's really hard to see. It'll probably do better at night. But you can definitely see through it.
Anyway,
Mosaic duck?
Could mosaic, yeah. Could be mosaic.
ducksaic. We have 88 ducks here.
That's a few ducks.
I think it's a
That's a couple.
mosaic.
Could be mosaic, yeah.
I'm gonna go with mosaic.
Why has it got a random white spot on its back and its butt and its head? Hey, why?
What, you mean right there? And right there?
Yeah.
And right there?
They're in the wrong place.
And yeah, well, that blue's out of place, too.
I mean, mosaics aren't perfect.
No.
True. Have you
That's
ever seen the,
part of the charm.
when we studied Pompeii in our ancient history class, we did a little bit on the mosaics that they had on the floor,
Mm.
and they had warning, keep out dog signs.
So, I was working at a Catholic church, and they were replacing the stained glass, and well, some of it had been damaged in a hurricane.
Don't do it.
So they had to replace it. So that as they were bringing it back in, after it was being repaired, and then taking the blank pane out and putting that one back in while we were working there, you know, because the churches they don't have like permanent staff, so they're going to try to schedule so
Mhm.
that a lot of things happen
At the same time.
similar time, so that they don't have people just hanging around all day every day for weeks, like
Mhm.
taking days off work.
Night
Which I can
time.
respect. And as the guys are loading in the windows, I said, "Hey guys, y'all gotta go take that back and wash it. It's got a stain on it." 5 craftsmen stopped and just stared at me. One of them says, "Oh God," and the other one says, "Why have I never made that joke before?"
Damn it!
Yeah, we got the previous church
I
that
mean-
I was at. We got the stained glass windows appraised for insurance purposes, and
Was
they are a
the
lot of money.
appraisal just a bunch of expletives and screaming?
Possibly when all 4 of the walls have stained glass windows on.
Ooh.
Yeah, the windows are probably cost more to insure than most other things.
What's on fire?
I mean, you know
down
what I do for a living,
Mm.
and part of what I wind up doing is warning people from little churches, especially not big ones. You know, the big ones with lots of money coming in and all that. That's not my concern. But the little ones, I'll warn them like, okay, this is what the insurance companies are dinging people on nowadays. You need to change these things before they come in and inspect. And sure enough, just about every time, because once they start like going cracking down on like no handrails on the front of like a stage, then they crack down on
Everything.
and then the next year they'll crack down on, say, like floor plates facing the front of a step. That's a no-no. So I'm like, hey, I keep telling people like, okay, see these, you're going to get dinged on these. We need to relocate them to here. And most of them go, well, we'll wait until they warn us and then we'll change it. I'm like, okay.
Your funeral.
And if they're not using the plates, we're allowed to just put a blank there. It's just, we're not allowed to leave the trip hazard. So what I do is I'll warn them like this is what they're writing people up for. And every time I see something new come up, I can tell everybody are like, hey, this is a thing. And I was in a safety committee meeting earlier this week.
Yeah.
And out of people from 3 locations and I don't know, 8, 9 people, there was only one of us that had ever actually been to an OSHA class for OSHA certification. It was me. So it turned into, all right, well, hold on. These are the things. And little things like that you wouldn't think you'd have to mention, but like, tell them if a fire inspector comes in and they cannot walk straight up to your breaker box, if there's boxes or stuff in front of it, they're able to just shut you down and kick everybody out of the building on the spot. So like, fix that. And one of them, I heard somebody in the virtual meeting say, "Where's our breaker box?"
Oh no.
So I warn them things like now I know that I'm a bit cavalier about these things, so you wouldn't think of me as like the safety guy in this situation, but like, and I'm telling them things like go through your ladders, look at every ladder you have. If it's missing a foot or cleat, it goes in the trash and you go get a new one. This is not a question.
This is
Platform ladders are safer than A-frame ladders, depending on what you're doing and the height, because they have a rail that goes around your knees, and it's much easier to like not get knocked off the ladder if something bumps your legs.
Yep.
Insurance companies typically are happier when they see A-frame platform ladders. And then like I went, I got like a first aid kit, and I'm like, it has to say, like, I knew one of the locations. I said, y'all have like the big box on the wall that a company comes and maintains. This location, we don't. We just have, in fact, hold on. And I went on camera and I got our little first aid kit. And I'm like, hey, look, this doesn't say OSHA ANSI on it. We are not compliant. I need to go buy one pronto. And then another person starts, I see him on the video, he starts writing stuff down. And when his comments came around, he says, I didn't know about that. I'm going to go buy one after this meeting. They're like $40. Just go buy one.
Yeah. I mean, it's an investment, really.
Well, it's something that you get and preferably never use.
Exactly. But it's there if you need it.
Need it. It's much better to have something that you don't need and need something that you don't have.
Exactly. That reminds me of when I was working at Staples. I ended up being the de facto loss prevention guy. I was working IT at the time, and I'd walk through the expensive shit aisle, and I'd stop randomly. I could be talking to anybody, and I would stop. I would look down and point, and there'd be something there that's like $300-400, and it's not in a security wrap. It's like, yeah.
Hey, we should do something about that.
And we should do something about that. Okay,
so I used to work in a 2-story building, and I was only there, like, I've always been, I was hired on at my previous job to be a repair tech, because I'm an E-tech with degree in like 4 certs, and I would just primarily was hired to fix stuff, and they found out, oh, he's a redneck, and then I wound up out in the field doing installs, and here we are, right? And that's actually how that happened too. But I remember the boss would be like, "Hey, look, we're looking for like." I'd get called upstairs, and they're like, "There's these rows of little bins. It's got cables and connectors, adapters, volume controls." I would go to the hardware store if I needed outdoor boxes or bits and pieces. I would organize them in like a rack. I just took over a rack. I didn't ask them. Like, this is my rack, and I would just put my install stuff in there because the salesmen were always like, "Oh yeah, we can install these volume controls outdoors. We know how to do that." And they'd give me like stuff that wasn't rated for outdoors, and I would have to jump through a million hoops to seal it in a place that's
Yeah.
hot and humid. Good thing we live in Louisiana.
Everywhere's
he'd
hot
be
and
like-
humid.
We
So he'd
have a
look at me like,
submarine.
"Hey, I'm looking for this thing," and I would never answer him. I would just lean and look past him directly at it, and I wouldn't say a word. I wouldn't move. I would just lean and look at it. And I remember one day, like, it's like, "Hey, we've all searched for this thing, and we can't find it." And I forget what it was. It was a box like 4 inches wide, in a bright white box, and all the shelves were like, dark gray.
Hmm.
And he says, "Yeah, we've all looked and we can't find this thing." And then I leaned and it was like 2 feet behind him and I just stared at it. He turns around and he looks at it. He says, "I hate when you do that." And while he was grabbing it, I just walked away. I know you're going to find it hard to believe that I'm a bit of a smart aleck, but here we are, right?
Wookiee does that too, apparently.
See, Cookie has drawn comparisons between Wookie and I more than once. I think maybe being like the audio man's, the installation man's, and working out in the field makes you peculiar anyway. Like you name me one person that works in the field, whether they start sane or not, that ends sane, and we all go a bit quirky. And every so often, I'll say I do a thing, and then Cookie's like, "Oh look,
IT
audio
mans.
man's, warehouse man's,
Cooks,
man's."
mans.
Yeah,
IT
they're like,
mans,
there's
you
there's
name
a
it.
lot of analog there because that's just like we have similar skill sets and experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I found it really,
look.
really funny this week
Mm-hmm.
that myself, my sister, and my sister-in-law have all worked in the same hospital. Different jobs, different departments.
Same
But
hospital.
We've all same hospital, but we've all had interactions with the dreaded pneumatic chute system. We had our own problems with it. Anyway, my brother just recently changed job to work as an electrician.
Mm-hmm.
He now gets called to fix the dreaded pneumatic chute system.
Oh no.
Wait, as an electrician?
Yeah, so when it needs to get fixed.
Does that really fall under electrician?
Huh?
I figured that fall more under
If you're
plumber.
the only person that knows how to fix it, it falls under you're the one person that knows how to fix it.
That's a good point.
Because it's the fuses and
Oh,
the
yeah.
electric system that fails. It's not the actual like
Tubes.
tubes that fail. So when it keeps getting struck by lightning,
Okay, yeah.
Well, okay, so there are surge arrest systems that can help, but lightning tends to, not care what you want.
Lightning
when-
doesn't care about what anybody wants.
yeah, it's a So yeah, now my brother is. So I no longer work at the hospital. My sister no longer works at the hospital. My sister-in-law still does, but yeah, he's just like, "Oh, this is my monthly dreaded problem." I'm like, "Oh, is it the Lamson shoot again?"
How'd you know? Because it's always been a problem.
But like I would have problems because I worked literally directly with it. So my job as the specimen receptionist, it was there to send specimens. So like I was at the head of the all roads lead to Rome, all tubes lead to specimen reception kind of thing. And so I got to deal with it every single day. And I got to hate it every single day.
If you want to laugh at a salesman's expense, I have a brief story when you're done.
The other thing that I was going to say was that I was really, I know that a lot of people in the Legion were there when I was complaining about it, and people were sending COVID samples down, because sending an aerosol-borne disease down a pressurized canister system is the smartest decision that anybody has ever made. So I was very, very aware of people doing that, and I would raise hell whenever anybody did that.
Yeah, because that was...
I literally put in a catastrophic, failure kind of system report. Because people kept doing this. And whenever it would get to June, when we'd have all the new nurses and new doctors that would come in, it would happen again and again. My sister-in-law turned around to me at a family holiday, and she's just like, "Oh, you'll be pleased to know that we're now allowed to send the COVID samples down the chute again."
No!
I'm like, why do you think I would be happy about that?
That seems like one of the ideas of all time.
No!
So she's like, "Oh, we have to double wrap it now, and make sure that it's in a bag." But
That's
I don't
not
trust
going to
two
help.
people. I'm like, if COVID got loose in that system, that goes literally everywhere in the hospital.
Your hospital's screwed.
Exactly.
High-speed COVID.
High-speed COVID delivery system.
It sends the chutes around at 40 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was so annoyed. I just stared at her. I was like, why? Why do you think I'd be happy about that? I just walked away. Sometimes you got to pick your battle.
Sometimes you gotta pick your battles.
I don't work there anymore. It's not my problem.
So, lightning tends to be a gigantic surge of power, and it does what it wants, right?
Mm-hmm.
It does what it pleases.
Back in the long ago of the home theater days, we had... Look at the lightning duck. Sorry, it's hologram duck. Got my attention because it's dark. Back in the home theater days, in the before times... we had a client that had like a $60,000 home theater, theater/full house audio distribution system. You know, and this was back in 05, 06. The customer, every time they would leave the house, they would leave the country or whatever, they had a power conditioner, like a power strip, like an Isobar by Trip Light, the good ones, you know, and he would just flip the switch to turn it off.
Okay.
No, this is good. This is good.
Yes,
this means
it's good
that
practice.
it's resistant to power surges. Right?
However,
so the guy's gone for a week. He comes back. He finds out that lightning struck a transformer, like adjacent to his house, like just right. You know, you could point and go, "It's right there."
Yep.
And it destroyed a lot of things. Phones, computers, refrigerator. It destroyed a lot.
Yeah.
And the salesman comes into the store. He's like, but he says, "Hey, how did it break the theater system?" And we're like, "Was it plugged into the wall?" And he says, "Yeah."
But it was turned off.
But the switch was turned off. And now this salesman was very smart, but not very smart.
You know what arcing is, right?
So, like, the salesman is just his gas is fully flabbered.
Yeah.
And he's like, but the switch was off.
It was off.
And then after, I was in the repair shop, and at this time, and the lead repair tech, he pulls him outside. He says, "Come with me," and I followed because I knew something was going to happen. He was one of those guys. He didn't say anything until he said it, like intentionally. He pulls him out. He says, "Look, the gap in that switch is about yay big," and he holds his finger about an 1/8 inch apart. He says, "Yeah, it was open. There was no connection." And he gets, like, the in-house tech gets the salesman around the shoulders, pulls him into his side, and motions up to the air And as the salesman looks up, he says, "The lightning came from the effing sky."
False. It actually comes from the ground.
But
Yeah, I know.
regardless, yeah. So he says, "It came from the effing sky." And then I got to watch the salesman go, like the face contorting as the brain cell like clicks into gear, and he goes,
Oh.
"Oh." He's like, "Yeah, the lightning doesn't care about your tiny little gap."
Your tiny little air gap. Yeah.
Do you know how many cows that I've seen die because the gap between their legs? Like,
That too.
it doesn't care.
Not even a little bit.
When I was again the shoot I was there when it was struck by lightning, and the almighty bang was just awe-inspiring, but also the smell, which was like a welding shop.
Yep.
And
Ozone. Yeah.
yeah, my boss was there, and she's just like, "Oh, what's going on?" She lived in a closet that it was literally a closet for an office, and she didn't really observe anything that was going on. And I said, "Oh, it smells like a welding shop." And she goes, "How do you know what a welding shop smells like?" I was like, "Because I've lived outside."
I've lived outside. What do you want?
I was in a nearly 200-year-old house, where I grew up, and I was in the hallway when lightning struck the house, and it punched through the roof and the ceiling in the dining room, and it, like, the light fixture in the dining room, I saw what looked just like a ball of lightning underneath it.
Yeah.
For a very brief second. I will never forget that. That was freaky. I was just turning like through the hallway. Had I been 2 or 3 steps further into the dining room, I would have gotten the ever-loving crap zapped out of me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It, like,
Ball lightning exists.
possibly even all the way out of me.
Sorry. On a slightly different tangent, I apologize. Why can't I click on the orange duck?
Huh? Which orange duck?
We just got
the
it.
one that...
Literally, and it's next to the squid duck up in the top thing.
It is an orange duck.
It's literally an orange.
I can click on it.
I can't click on it.
The hell was that?
It's going down the slide.
Duck! Look at the window. Look at the window.
Which window?
Oh, wait. No, that's just the water doing it. Jesus Christ. I thought there was green light coming from the window. It's just the water, the blue water against yellow backdrop.
This game is more entertaining than any of us can justify, I think.
Yeah, that is an actual peeled orange duck. Well, half peeled, I guess.
It's an orange with a tumor.
Let me try to eat the rind.
It's got
An orange with a tumor. It's
Am I wrong?
No.
It's got 2 tumors. One of them's a beak.
No. You can find oranges that have a large stem attachment like that. That's fairly normal.
Fairly odd parents.
It might be navel.
Navel oranges.
The only oranges with a belly button.
Mm-hmm.
It's an innie, not an outie.
Sometimes it's gonna be an outie.
Sorry, I'm laughing at the fact that navel is in, like, belly button, but also navel is in...
Orange.
Seat. No, as in boat.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. The double meaning there.
The orange navy.
I once wanted to start my own custom computer company. I was going to name it Orange Computers.
Where all your computers
So
going to
that
be
if you
orange.
started, so if you went shopping, you would have to compare apples to.
Oh,
I actually, I'm completely serious too. My friend and I were looking into everything down to business licenses, registering the LLC. I mean, like going the whole 9 yards
that's
to.
kind of what stopped me from starting a business. The paperwork.
Well,
Mm.
it is daunting. It is very daunting.
I had my mum's help.
Yeah.
Being an accountant, she
Yeah.
was very helpful.
We had to take a business class in high school, which the final project was create a business plan, like 30, 40 pages of business plan where you had to fucking actually get in contact with people about starting a business, and I'm like, I don't want to fucking do this.
Yeah, but
The business I started was a cleaning business, and it was all word of mouth, so
Oh, well.
it wasn't really. And it did
but
well until I.
depending on what you're doing, including IT, doing work on a contract basis,
Yeah.
under a shell business is frequently, especially in my industry, a great,
Well,
business model.
Well, yeah, that's all I'm doing right now is just contract or on
Yeah.
call, really. Not with an
Yeah.
actual business name or anything, just word of mouth.
If
But
you have a business name, it's more paperwork and it's more to figure out.
yeah,
But
It costs more too.
yeah, taxes.
it costs more, and you can get service agreements, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And you can work with corporations that sometimes only insist on working under somebody that's got a tax ID
Yeah,
because they want to expense their
tax IDs.
yeah. So
Duck, what did we get?
Pancakes.
We got a. I can't click on the new ducks that come in.
That
I'm having
happens
camera-related
sometimes.
issues.
But yes, we have pancakes.
The duck that has a big head fell over.
He does that.
He's back. He does that sometimes.
He does that a
I am
lot.
also
He's a little
I
top
am
hat.
also have
Pancake.
trouble. Click on pancake.
Huh.
I've actually got D&D game coming up shortly.
Yeah, we're
Sorry.
2.5 hours in, so I think we could call it here.
Yeah, I mean we've had duck stream.
We've had duck stream. We've had many a
Okay.
duck.
This is
Much
the weirdest-
knives have been had.
This is
We've
very-
been ducking around.
Mm-hmm. What you saying, Haas?
It's been a very weirdly cathartic.
See?
Isn't it? That's what we tell everybody.
Once I learnt to just let it go and not
Just
try
let
to
it
control
go.
anything.
Don't try to control anything.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the best part.
Yep. You just let it run the.
Oh, Font
No
Boy
problem,
says.
Cookie.
Font Boy IPM says I recently started a business. It's intimidating. Without
Yeah.
like doxing yourself or anything, what do you do? This is interesting and relevant to the current topic.
Oh, I'm heading off. Good night,
Okay.
everyone.
Night, Haas.
Night, Osprey.
Thanks for
Happy
joining.
do
Treason
K-
Day.
Go do chaos at on tabletop.
Yes.
Cybersecurity consulting.
Nice.
I am not even qualified to ask what that means.
That's exactly what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
Uh.
It sounds like helping companies make it less likely for their employees to totally screw everything up.
That.
As
Well,
much.
there's that. There's securing the site against hacking attempts, DDoS. It covers a lot of things.
Teaching people if you find a USB stick on the floor, don't pick it up and plug it into your computer at work.
Yeah.
Font Boy, I do mostly integration and audio engineering, like the design side, like designing and building systems to meet people's needs in different spaces, everything from courtrooms to arenas to civic centers, etc.
Yeah, that's what I was doing for IT. For a lot of it was exactly the same thing. Just that duck got a lot of height.
It's
Uh,
good.
yeah, I was doing that for IT, just building systems for what people needed, and I enjoyed it because it was like a puzzle.
Well, when IT is doing audio, it's typically paging and occasionally background music
Mm-hmm.
versus like arrays in production.
Oh, right, right.
We had a local car dealership that the audio system had been installed by the lowest bidder
As it is.
that ran 70 volts, the 70 volt signal through Cat 5e cable, which is rated for 12 volts. And when it came time to do work there, I told the owner of the place, like, okay, I'll do the work, but I'm not using this old wire.
Not a
And
chance.
he was one of those that was convinced that everybody's trying to rip him off. And I'm like, he's like, no, like, you're going to install it on the old wire. You're not going to sell me new wire. And I'm like, hold on. I went above the ceiling and, like, in front of him, and I cut off some wire off of one of the old speakers that had been installed beforehand, which were still okay speakers. They worked. And I showed him the Cat 5, and then I went to our van and I got a piece of speaker wire, 16 gauge, and I said, look, and I stripped it back and I showed him the conductors. I said, this is a 24 gauge solid core wire. It's made for 12 volts. I said, this is a 16 gauge standard cable that will that can accept a 70 volt signal that, all right, it's not getting an amp. This can accept a 70 volt signal. I told him, I says, if you want to hook these speakers up to that old wire and risk burning your business down,
I'm not
you're
helping.
welcome to do so. But I'm not going to have your insurance company, when your place burns down, saying, oh, well, he hooked up that. Like, no, I'm not doing that. You want to burn your place down? You burn it down. And he's like, so you're not trying to rip me off? I'm like, and I got into a screaming match with this guy that everybody in the area knew. Like, he's yelling at me, and most people like just caved and did what he said because he's, local rich guy.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care. I didn't want to be the blame for his place burning down. So you're not trying to rip me off? I'm like, no, I'm trying to make your place not burn down. And frankly, I'm about to leave. He says, all right, replace the wire. I said, first of all, screw you. Why did I have to yell about this?
Because he thought he can get his way.
Everybody back down, and people are like staring because like he's yelling at the rich guy. I'm like, I don't care.
Man, rich, poor, you're gonna get yelled at if you're being a dumbass.
Like, I'm a big fan of not being blamed for places burning down. It's in fact one of my favorite hobbies.
Right. I'd rather not be blamed for something I didn't do.
My cat has abandoned me.
Oh no.
I've been abandoned.
Yeah, now would be probably a good time to call it for the night. For this stream, anyway.
Yeah, because you're going to be back here in a bit.
I'm going to be back here in a bit, and I'm going to play Silent Hill Origin. Because I hate myself.
Well, it happens.
Yeah. Hippo knows.
If you think this game is cathartic fun, try AV Assembly.
AV Assembly?
Yes. The one where you build an airplane and do little missions and delivery missions and things.
Oh, yeah.
The one where I have probably committed crimes against aviation design in bulk.
There have been a few people who've probably caused a few FAA people to lose their damn minds.
I mean, I would probably be on that list. I built a plane that you have to take off in reverse, flip, like fly straight up, and then put it in reverse to fly forward. And then in order to land, you have to pass up the runway, angle up, put it in, like, let the engine die down, and then start to reverse and glide backwards and basically parallel park.
Yeah, that's and Cookie Mama says
Yeah.
Texan KSP. Yeah. Crimes against aerospace.
I mean, look, I don't care if it's supposed to work. I just care if it's funny.
Does it get off the ground? Yes. Is it supposed to? Probably not, but it doesn't matter. It got off the ground.
Yeah. I should try Kerbal Space Program again. I think I would, if I figured out how it worked, I think I would build some very normal things.
I don't believe you in the slightest.
My Duck Pond game crashed.
Yeah, you dropped out.
No, I didn't drop out. It crashed.
Oh.
On my screen,
is
I had
that?
the little whirly. Yeah, okay. Well, it's good time for it to crash anyway.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
the drawing duck just dropped in,
And
and
it will
it
draw-
actually says, yeah, it'll actually draw on other ducks, but on the side of his head, it actually says ciao.
Ciao.
All right, everybody. That's it for Praise Zorg. It's Friday. Next week, I'm pretty sure Bulk is back. And I will be
Yeah.
with you in 15, 20 minutes, give or take.
We will all make sure to harass Bulk and mentally traumatize him some more than usual.
More than
we'll
usual.
make up for lost
We'll make
time.
up for today.
Thank you for joining us, y'all. This has been great and cathartic fun.
Yes, it
Return of
has.
Bulk and Para. Yeah, Para should be back Thursday of next week, I believe. I think Ether was supposed to fill in for 3 weeks, which he's done.
Yep, from what I understand, Para's going to be back. But Lady Red and Aiden are not going to be on for a while.
Because
They're
they
moving.
are moving and they're going to be internetally challenged.
For about a
Or
month,
a
apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. See everybody later.
Yeah.
And I'll be on in about, like I said, 15, 20 minutes.
Adios, y'all.